Hey everyone, I'm Blind Ryan, and this is going to be a couple of videos I got the idea for from Kayla with a C, whose video I will link below. Now, her video is about things she hates being asked as a blind person. Now, some of her points will come up in different ways here, but honestly, most of her points can be summed up as condescension and patronization. 2 points I'll be getting to. Given how few comments I actually get pertaining to my legal blindness, I thought I'd expand the list and just list the 5 personality traits that just fucked me right off. Now, my guild leader, who I consider a friend, was nice enough to give me a rundown on how I can improve myself, and one of the points she made is that I'm too negative. So, aside to this video, I'll also be making a second video outlining the 5 personality traits that I absolutely love seeing in a person. Before I get started, I'd like to give Kayla a little message. You did this to me again. You made me think enough to write not 1 but 2 scripts and read out 2 videos, you absolute monster. Seriously, keep up the good work, though. You've got steel in you, and that's what I respond to. You're really making a difference with your videos, something I hope to achieve in my own way someday. Enough schmaltzy shit. Let's get to it. Number 5, patronization. This is the one I get the most based on my disabilities. Kayla went over it in her video pretty well, but for those who didn't feel like watching it, I'll restate. There are these people who see me, see the cane or the gate or whatever thing it is that makes me look disabled, and either don't talk to me or who either don't talk to me or talk to my wife instead. This used to happen so frequently back in California that I, no shit, changed 4 different doctors because of it. The other side of this, that is easier to deal with but still galling, is when I'll run into older people. I notice it doesn't happen as often with younger people, and they'll talk to me like I'm goddamn 5 years old. I've been dealing with that ever since I was actually 5, so I've gotten pretty good about cracking a few jokes and waking them up to the fact that I'm an actual adult capable of proper cognition. In short, if I speak to you, respond to me as an adult capable of thought. Otherwise, you're a rude cunt. Number 4, condescension and arrogance. Nobody is above a fact check or a rebuttal. Condescending people either have power or think they have power, and they're above any kind of review. On top of it, they treat people like me who always ask for said review like we're goddamn idiots, and to be honest, it fucks me off proper. Arrogance to me is ego without ability. You've got to be able to back up that ego or you're just a pompous ass. In short, check yourself and never put yourself above your fellows. Otherwise, you're a rude cunt and being disrespectful to said fellows. Number 3, fear. Don't worry, arachnophobes. I'm not talking about you, except in the most tangential sense. I hate when people are afraid to pry into people's lives or try new things or see new perspectives or points of view. Fear leads to stagnation. If you don't conquer your fear of the unknown, you'll never learn anything. I was afraid when I was younger. I was afraid to experience the world because I was wrongly told the world would kill my ass dead due to my lungs or eyesight or what have you. I ended up cloistering my mind and body until I went to jail. I never looked for any new opinions or new experiences, and I just survived. It's not a good way to live, and I hate seeing other people so set in fear that they're too afraid to live. I'm not saying you have to be a big brass ball brash bastard like me, but, you know, live for Christ's sake. Be inquisitive, try new things, try to get over your phobias and fears. People who live in fear of everything make me sad, to be honest, because I know there's no way I can help them. I have to just watch them until something comes along to snap them out of it, and hope I'm there, or at least someone's there, who can help them grow and learn and leave their fear behind. Remember always the litany of fear. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me, and when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Number 2, willful ignorance. These people are a fundamental opposite to how I live my life, and not only can I not comprehend how they think, I can't even force niceties towards them. These people believe everything because their side said it. They may even be proud that they don't read. They celebrate mediocrity. They may even mock people like me who fact-check everything. Come to think of it, this is starting to sound like Chris Rock's bit on black people versus niggers. That was an incredibly insightful bit of comedy, and I encourage any and all my fans to Google that bit because it describes a majority of these people. I'll talk about the other type, the political stalwarts and the zealously insulated. If you're left, you follow CNN and MSNBC religiously. If you're right, you follow Fox and Breitbart. If the other side says it, it must be censored, but not our side. If our side says it, it must be true. Censor the other guy. It's the Bible or the highway. It's atheism or the other side is stupid or ignorant. If you have an other side you hate, you might have a problem. People are more than their politics or religion or lack thereof. Try to empathize with people. You'll find yourself a happier person overall. Wait a minute, I already fucking did that video. I'll link it below, but it's pretty dark near the end. Excuse me. Number 1, dishonesty and hypocrisy. The only kind of people I hate, absolutely, liars. I've often said I'd rather share a cell with an honest rapist than a dishonest tax dodger, because at least I know what the rapist is up to. That's truer today than when I coined it in jail. I absolutely abhor liars to the point where I actively have to stop my brain on the rare occasion that a liar realizes and seeks contrition. These are the only people I actually have trouble forgiving, because trust is the basest cornerstone of any relationship. If I can't trust what you say, you are fundamentally an unperson to me. My hatred of dishonesty rolls into my hatred of fear when people are dishonest with themselves. If you have to go to the big and tall store for clothes and you're not 6'8", you're fat. Don't try to tell yourself you're not. All you're doing is hiding from your problems. Hypocrites are liars mixed with willful ignorance, or possibly outright arrogance. Not living your life to the standards you set for others is sad, pathetic, and infuriating, and people who do that are the scum of the earth. Calling me a liar, or a hypocrite, because that amounts to the same thing, is the only way that someone can actually throw me into a rage. I take an immense amount of pride in my honesty with all of you, and honesty in myself. The only message I have for the liar and hypocrite is to stop doing both of those things and examine your life. That's the most compassion I can muster for them. Here's a bonus edition that kind of came about due to how often it came up in this, is rudeness and disrespect. Jail was a part of it due to how important respect is in there, but I've always been kind of an honor freak. I hate disrespectful and rude people. I know I'm not the most professional motherfucker out there. I swear like it's going out of style. I'm as brash as Billy be damned, and I've got enough arrogance to make videos like this and think I'm right. I'm not rude or disrespectful to people until they've shown me that they're beyond redemption. I hate when I lose my cool and rip someone up one side and down the other, and I can rationalize it at the time by saying they deserve it, but that's something I do hate about myself. Wow, that was introspective. Anyway, I believe treating everyone with respect, even if I fail from time to time. I endeavor not to insult someone I'm having a discussion with, even if their argument is pants on head stupid and they're obstinately refusing to look up my facts. And even though you may not think it, I also endeavor to not be rude to others. I know. I talk about things that polite society insists I shouldn't. But I never talk down to people. I never ask anything of anyone I wouldn't be willing to do myself. I treat everyone the same way I would want to be treated. If someone's sad, I try to help them feel better. When someone's happy, I want to know why so we can celebrate together. If you ask me, that's more important than not talking about porn or politics or gastrointestinal issues or what have you. And nothing pisses me off quite as fast as a rude, disrespectful cunt. So that's my 5+1 list of shit that drives me around the bend. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you did or didn't, leave a comment telling me the personality traits that really fuck you off, or input on how I can do these videos better. I've been Blind Ryan. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe and all that shit, and I will see you next time.